howdy doody. So I'm driving to visit my sister for lunch. It's a 3-hour trip, but totally worth it. She's totally worth it. So I have my dog. He's doing really good. I'm really happy he's doing good. Because we have our showings today, so I wanted to be out of the way, and I wanted to make sure that Maui wasn't jumping on anybody, or there's some people that are afraid of dogs, so especially big dogs. So I wanted to just be out of the way. Originally, I was just going to sit at the cemetery there in the shade because we only had one showing. I was like, I can sit there probably 45 minutes, an hour. We could totally do that. Read a book, go for a walk, whatever. And then another showing came out, and so I was like, okay. I'm just going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to drive to my sister's, and if she's available, and have lunch with her. Otherwise, I would go, I don't know where I would go. Somewhere in the shade, somewhere cooler with the dog. Anyway, so headed there, driving through Craters of the Moon currently. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to visit. They do a lot. It's dark sky compliant, so like if you want to do if there's a moon eclipse that you want to watch, this would be a good place to go. They have moonlit walks through the park. They have stargazing things that they do. I don't know exactly what they're called. Springtime with the flowers, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's just an interesting park. I guess it's not a park, it's a monument. Craters of the Moon National Monument, not a national park. Anyway, so it's a neat place. The NASA astronauts, back, I don't remember when that was, but they've been here training because it was similar to the moon surface, and so they would come out here to train. Pretty cool. NASA's been all over this little area of Idaho. There's a lot of big animals on the road, so if you're coming through here, keep your eyes on the road. And in the summertime, the traffic is horrendous. There's a ton of traffic. Well, not a ton, but there's quite a few people that drive through here, come out to the craters. So there's that. And then there's not a hot springs, there's a warm springs between Craters and Cary, Idaho. I've never been to it. I've stopped, but I haven't been in the warm springs. I've seen people there, but I myself have never been there. So I thought I'd stop since I'm driving through and I have time. There's the trail. I've not been down there. I'm not wearing the right shoes, and I just know. So I'm not sure exactly where the hot springs are down there, but not hot springs again, they're warm springs. But don't bring little dogs. Somebody was here bathing with their little dog and a mountain lion. Got it. Traumatic. Don't do that. Anyway, it's not the best stop to be like, yeah, let's go see Craters of the Moon. I mean, you can see the lava rock, not lava, the lava rock. And this is just part of it. I just note that makes me mad. Why? And look, if you're big enough to drink, it looks like soft drinks, you're big enough to freaking recycle. And then this asshat thought this was a good idea. Not a good idea. Don't do this. Don't be this person. Nature needs a break from idiots. Don't do this. Anyway, That's my other soapbox moment. It's not that far away. It's more like, yes, that's more like it. That's the view I'm seeing. And this smoke is horrible. Ugh. I mean, there's like mountains over there, but you can't see them because of the smoke. Anyway, that is the Warm Springs between Craters on the Moon and Cary, Idaho. Pretty cool. And then there's Warm Springs and Hot Springs all around this area. It's a really neat. There's times I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I leaving here? Because there's things that God wants me to do. I don't know what it is. It's none of my business, but I get to do it, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to give it my best. And it's beautiful in Kentucky too. So there's that. Anyway, update on my weekly spending. Can't remember what I told you last week, if I told you anything. So I bought Korean chili to make kimchi. I've yet to do that. Need to do that. So that was $3.45, I think it was, on Amazon. And I had credit, so originally it was like 13 something, but I only paid $3.45. My husband bought string for the weed eater. I don't know how much that was. And then I also bought some Ensure and coffee for my dad, which we have in our budget. So our monthly budget is $120 for my dad's Ensure and coffee a month. And that's not because he has $120 every month for Ensure. That would be redunculous, but just to have it available, just in case, whatever. So when it's on sale, I buy extras to get through to the next sale, hopefully. And because he doesn't have a Sam's Club membership, and there's no need to, because I can buy it for him. So that was under $100. The Ensure and the coffee was under $100. And well under budget. Well under budget. So, woohoo! Thank you guys for keeping me accountable. Oh, my heavens. Oh, yeah. So, that's where we are this week on spending. Another thing I forgot to add, fuel. So we have a 500-gallon tank that we bought and set up for bulk fuel. So you buy bulk, you get a discount. It's not big by any means, but it's still 500 gallons gets us 6 months, 3 to 6 months, depending on what's going on. And so we filled that up before gas prices went up. So $3.39 for 87 ethanol free, 87 octane ethanol free for $3.39. When at the gas pump, it was over $4. Now, 87 octane ethanol free is over $5 a gallon. So, but we're still using the $3.39 because we kept putting money back, saving money to be able to afford that bulk payment. Saved us a lot of money. Sacrifice a little now, live large later. Totally 100% worth it. 100% worth it. Not that we were like doing without by any means. We were still traveling some. We were eating well, eating out. Had a $200 a month going out budget. And at the time we had a $400 a month grocery budget. Which it's just two of us. We can do that. Plus we garden. So that supplements our income, our food budget greatly. So we wild forage when we go camping. It is a dual purpose and we love to do it. That's the thing that some people are like, well, that sounds boring. But I don't think so. go. I think it's the best thing ever next to sliced bread. And I'm not a big fan, but yeah, I am a big fan of sliced bread. Anyhow, and so we get to be entertained by going camping. We get to be fed because we are foraging wild food, and it's fun. It's something we enjoy. So it supplements our budget with getting to forage food. Man, it is a win-win. It is 100% a win-win. I have foraged currants, service berries, wild choke cherries. What are some other things that we've done? Not around here, but back home, back in Indiana, where I grew up, nuts and blackberries, mushrooms. I've tried to go mushroom hunting here, and I have not had good luck. Well, I haven't had any luck. But oh my gosh, excuse me. Food is available everywhere you go. It doesn't have to be in a garden. You just make sure you know what you're getting, for sure. But I wanted to add that in, that I am driving. That requires gasoline in this vehicle, and this vehicle we do 87 octane ethanol free in all of our vehicles. So that was something that's going to affect our budget with me driving, unless I drive a lot and dry up that tank. So it's a 500-gallon tank. We were able to fill it at $3.39 a gallon. It was a big bill one time, but it saved us a lot of money. It has saved us a lot of money by doing that. Anyway, so there's that as well. I needed to plug that in for our budget and why this drive isn't hurting us. I mean, it's not helping us, because it would have been a lot cheaper to take the Outback, the other car with the lower, that's got a better gas mileage car, or a moped or something. I don't know. Not that I want to be out breathing this stuff, but definitely not a big on our budget. I'm not gonna have to pull my credit card out for this trip. So that's a bonus, because I got my lunch back in my cooler. So I'm not eating out. I have water. I just finished my coffee. And I have a big container of water. So when my water glass is empty, I can refill it. I can also refill Maui's water back there. So he's got water, I've got water, we've got food, he's got treats, he's got poop bags. We're good. I got a full battery, and my refrigerator runs on battery, or the 12-volt cigarette lighter. So I've got it plugged in right now, but it will also run off of the battery that's in it for up to 24 hours under ideal conditions. I love that cooler and the battery that comes with it. It just opened up a whole nother world for us. But I also have our Jackery. Not my favorite, but it works. I'm blessed. We're blessed to have it. So I have the Jackery. I've got the roof vent plugged into that to help pull the cooler air conditioned air back for Maui back there. And then when we get stopped, I'll put the windows down a bit so we have some air pulling out the heat, or pulling in I don't know. Hopefully I find somewhere in the shade to park. And so we'll be pulling in cool air and taking out the hot air that goes up. Anyway, so there's that to add in. I made sausage egg muffins with zucchini, because I had zucchini I needed to use up that I had bought last month. So I made those up. I made 24 of those. I had that for breakfast this morning. I made some other like scrambled eggs with bacon, spinach, mushrooms, and zucchini. I made salmon zucchini fritters. They are so good. So good. So that's, excuse me, one of the things we'll be eating on this week. Also, last night I made the beef stroganoff to use up the, not use it up, but use the yogurt that I made with powdered milk. I got that made and it was so good. Oh my heavens. It was so good. So I got that done, and I'm thinking about making, since I got my meal out and about, it makes a mess, but it's okay. I'm thinking about milling up some grains and making some pizza crusts and having some pizzas. Also, depends on the heat. If it's hot, I'm not putting that oven on. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Or I could do it in the Dutch oven, my cast iron Dutch oven, and put it on my grill outside. I can make it out there. That wouldn't heat up the house. But if it's hot out, I don't want to be out there either. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so those are my meals that I've done. I kind of think I did something else. I don't remember. I cooked a lot one day. I cooked a lot. And my husband, my back hurt. I was up on my feet for so long cooking, but I'm pretty happy about it. Cleaned the house and painted again. There was some window wells, window seals or whatever that were just not my ideal. So I painted those again last night. Swept them up before I went to bed. Vacuumed the shed, the she shed. Watered all of the things last night and then watered all of the things this morning to get it ready. Planted. I planted some, so there's some perpetual spinach, I think it is. And it went to seed, so I went and pulled some of those seeds off and planted those in some beds in the high tunnel. And then I pulled some lettuce seeds off of the lettuce that had bolted in my raised beds by the house and threw those out to plant to get some more lettuce growing. Watered that in today. Got dive bombed by swallows because their nest is not too far away from where my raised bed is. What else did I do this morning? Enjoyed the morning. Just enjoyed the morning. And I did not pick any raspberries. I was debating. I was like, should I pick raspberries? I would love some. But also, if I just leave them there, maybe the people that are looking at the house today would enjoy some. So we'll see how that turns out. There might be some tonight. What do you think, Maui? You good? What do you think, Butters? He's a little nervous in the car, which kind of sucks because if we're gonna travel with him, he needs to not be so nervous. Part of me wants to do like a dog kennel strap down to put him in, so he's just got his little safe haven. But I don't know. Woo! All right, 10 minutes through the craters, and you better get back, buddy. What are you smelling? Huh? What is it? Anyway, I appreciate you all helping me be accountable for not spending money, using what I've got already, so I can reduce the amount. Maui, honey, you need to get back. Reduce the amount of stuff that we have to move, because that was overwhelming me a bit. Like, Where are we putting this? And in that 10 foot by 16 foot shed, where are we putting this? We got a big dog. We got a full-size bed. Oh my Lanta, there is a very, very blowed up elk on the side of the road. Bad day for the elk and the person that hit it, for sure. Okay. So, yeah, there it is. Pray for us. Pray for the people that are looking. Pray for the ones who are meant to find it, this home. It's really going to bless somebody. 100%, I'm sure of it. It's going to bless somebody. Anyway, you guys have an incredible day. Love you and God bless.